It's 7:05 and we all the way live right here on the She's Near Talent TV. How y'all doing out there, ladies and gentlemen? We just getting up in here. We back like we never left. You know how it go. Hey, what's going on? How everybody doing out there? I want to welcome everybody in tonight. We got a great show going down for Greatness on Display Wednesday. We got Frank MACEK. I hope I'm not butchering that name, but yeah, platinum recording engineer who used to record all the major artists back in the days, man. He's coming up in here to do his thing tonight, and we definitely, you understand me? Gonna give him some love over here at the Shiznit Talent TV. I got my host in the building tonight. We got Stilo Beach and Miss C. Know how you doing out there? What y'all got going on, and how's everything today?
Everything's beautiful. And you?
Everything's
All
A.
right, man. I've been having a great day. Great day. Yeah, thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and that's all it's gonna ever be right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. Man, it's a great show lined up tonight, man. If y'all is out there and y'all don't know about this great individual right here, he produced some of the most legendary artists in the game. So right now we just gonna sit back, wait until he pop in, drop by to say hello and hi to the live is live on YouTube. You already know what it do. Is your talent boo boo or is it the she is needed? Y'all need to let us know. Bring it. But we got a live interview tonight, so we ain't gonna be accepting too much talent until after the interview. So yeah, we got some great janky ghetto news coming up for y'all, and of course, Mr. Stilo B. He always keep one in the chamber to bust y'all across the head with some of that heat. You understand me? Yeah, we got it live right now. What's going on though? Have y'all heard anything? Not in the news, but just period for today. In today's, we prayed over the show today, which was a good thing. So it's gonna be a nice and blessed show tonight. So it's all love. Stilo, you ain't heard just
Man,
anything.
well, you know what I mean. From what I've heard, there's a lot of things going on in the news these days, man. One of those guys on the Young Thug case took another plea deal, so
Mm.
they just keep doing plea deals, man. But who knows? Hopefully, everything turns out.
Wow.
Man, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And
that's crazy.
what else we got? We got what news was this? I've heard oh man, it's crazy. This person that I know is gonna come back in here in this show. He's an actor. I'm not gonna say too much on it, but he wants to come in here and visit us right here on the Shiz Italian TV, and I'll give you some more details on that later on.
Okay, absolutely. That sounds good. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's beautiful right there. To know that right there, just to know that we got more artists, more actors, actresses, and people coming through with that God given talent, to share with us what they do. And that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Yeah. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and we can ask him to be, clear on it. Uh, Frank is Frankie Baby. I want to call him Frankie Baby. It just sound cool to me. Anyway, but yeah, Frank is doing a documentary on something he's been working on for a little minute in regards to him producing and I guess engineering and mixing a lot of the artists that we know today that's legends right now, because he's been doing it for quite some time, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he used to work over there at Echo Sounds. And I don't think Echo Sounds is still around. I mean, it might still be in New York, but they had one in the Los Angeles area. And that's where all the Los Angeles artists used to go. And a lot of things used to happen up there.
Mm.
Uh, and we're gonna ask you some questions, man. It's gonna be a good one tonight. We're gonna Hey, how you doing, Fox 13? One love. Uh, Glad to see you coming up in here doing your thing. You a regular. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, he gonna break it down for us and let us know exactly what he doing and what he got going and everything of that nature. So everybody just be prepared, sit back, relax, go pop you some popcorn, go get your little drinks going, whatever you need to do to get relaxed in the
Relax.
comforts of your own home. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be on and popping. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes, yes. It's a great show tonight. Another classic, another great one, right here on the Shiznit Talent TV, where we give you real solid advice, real solutions, real what? Huh? You know what it is, man. Artist development and real time edification right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. So if you're an artist out there and you're looking to find out what the next move for you is, if you don't have no clue, you need to stop through the Shiznit Talent TV and we can probably possibly point you in the right direction. Um, and That's kind of much what we do over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up,
Yep.
Mr. P? Mr. Happy's in the building. How you doing,
Mr. Happy. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Sounds good. We got a great show lined up for tonight, sir. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here.
Hey, can somebody bring me my phone? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you got one of
So
them
let's
headbanging songs?
go.
Hit him with another one, Stilo, hit him with one for Rick right quick. Excuse me, Miss Cino, what you say?
No, I was just going to talk about the weather in New York. They said some people didn't survive. Uh, some people had to take cover on the spot. Like some people had to go into Target, and Target let some people stay in Target. This barber had 20 people sleeping in his barber shop. So everybody out there pray
In
for
charge.
the West Coast. One lady was 6 minutes from her house. Her car stopped on her in the snow. She called the police. They just couldn't get to her in time. She didn't make it home. She was a nurse, and I just wanted to, send prayers out to the family. I read that it's very sad. They're just finding people one by one. They're trying to get to them, but the blizzard was last minute. Like they got
Wow.
last minute notice.
Mm. Wow, man, you said it, Stilo. We living in revelations right now. It's a lot of things happening
A lot
in
of
the
things.
world that's going on that we got to be very privy to. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep a vigilant eye on and see the workings of God and how He's showing us that He is gonna return. You understand me? So we got to see it in real time, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, that's that. Condolence to the family and
And
to
those
everybody who loved her. If she had kids, I pray a blessing over their lives and their families. Man, that's sad, man. Man, wow, wow, wow. Pray for strength over that family right there, Father. Rain down your holy healing strength. Keep that family strong right now in this time. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's
yeah.
always something, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about, that trauma bonding. They put that kind of stuff out there to shock the mind, and keep you locked into to always being, seeing negativity and pain and hurt and trauma, you know what I mean? And so we gotta reconsider what we watch and all that news. I mean, we gotta read it though, because it is happening. But you got to know, you know what I'm saying? Gotta put God first
Well,
and
you have to know because a lot of times people don't take heed to warnings. So when somebody gives you a warning like that about the weather or something dangerous, take heed to that because
Yeah.
So we
Very
always have to
important.
take heed to that, and then we need to know the information, especially if you have loved ones in the area. You need to make sure you check on, especially older people. This young lady found a autistic older man, and she had to take him in her house, and it took the EMS 2 days to get to her house to take care of him. He was crying for help. So bless her heart for helping him. And those type of stories, we need to keep going because people need to give back and help each other. Because if it wasn't
Yeah,
for that young lady, that man wouldn't have, he wouldn't have survived. He was just screaming for help in the cold.
that's
Wow.
showing compassion and love for someone else. You know, love thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of what God's structure is about love. God's
Mm,
love is the greatest love in the world. So I mean, hey, she doing that and helping. That wasn't nothing God but God on display. You know what I'm saying? Greatness on display. She implementing something that God had instilled in her to do, and that's to help somebody in need. And she did that, and that's a blessing. That's beautiful. Thank you, Father, for that. Absolutely.
Amen.
most definitely.
Hmm.
Man, yeah, man.
So, hit them with a little track, man. Buzz them across the head with something. You
Man.
know, it's about that time. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Don't mind if I do.
Try to pop their head down. Nah, I'm messing with you.
Oh, you know how we do it right here on the Shizness, ladies and gentlemen. Along with my boy, the host, Mr. Blue, our girl, Miss C Note in the building, and myself, Stilo Beats. Come on, y'all, bring that talent. Show us what you got. We waiting on it. Bring the talent. We want to hear it. We want to see it. Like we usually say, this platform is for you to get down and do your thing. Right here on the Shizness Talent TV. Yes, sir. The Shizness. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. The Shizness Talent TV for all y'all. All righty then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You come with one good one every day. I love that. I love that. It's been going consistently. Like we've been coming on consistently with a banger every time, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. Y'all need to get with him over there at YouTube. Also on Instagram, Stilo Beats
Yeah.
Music on YouTube. What is it over there on Instagram?
Stilo Beats Music. All Stilo
There it
Beats.
is. All Stilo Beats, y'all. Make sure y'all get up with him in a real way.
Everything
Uh-huh.
Stilo Beats. Music.
Everything. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how y'all doing? How was your day today, Blue?
Oh man, 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 man. I cannot complain because it ain't gonna do nothing but cause confusion. I had a great day though, for sure, for sure. I
Hear
had a
that?
great day. It's been cool, man. I'm glad the rain stopped. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was able to move around and get a little stuff done. So yeah, I had a great time, man. It was cool. It was cool.
That's great. That's
God,
great.
once you wake up and you give God the glory and give him all the praise for your good rest tonight and wake up giving him honor and glory, your day usually go right, man. So yeah, when I do that, I usually have a great day, a great day up until now, and it's even greater now that we got Mr. Frank coming on tonight, Frankie baby. You understand me to give us some love and share with us what he's doing right now in the industry. This is a profound show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Another classic, another great one. He's doing some great things in the industry. He was a Grammy nominated, you know what I'm saying, platinum recording engineer. So he's doing some great things, and it is what it is, and that's all it's gonna ever be right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. We told y'all we was gonna have some interviews, and so we just waiting patiently. Be anxious for nothing, but just be calm, cool, and collective, and let God handle it. It's all in God's time. It's all in His plan according to his will and not ours. And that's just what it is. Miss Cino, excuse me. Do you have any janky ghetto news for us?
Most definitely, I have some janky news for you. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bill Cosby's back in the news. He was on an Ohio radio station, and the 85-year-old comedian said he will be back on tour in 2023. He said that's his storytelling, and it feels better to him than to say it than to write it. So there you guys go for Bill Cosby, and then also we have NLE Chopper. He a young boy named AJ on his mother's TikTok, Cheyenne622. He said one of his Christmas gifts is to meet NLE Chopper. The little boy was in the hospital because he had spinal surgery, and Chopper showed up in a Santa suit and gave him almost everything on his list, an iPad and other items that the little boy asked for. And it was a blessing to grant someone in the hospital something that was hospitable, and shout out to him for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, see,
That's
a lot
dope.
of giving back, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, supporting, and a lot of love being shared all around the world. You know what I'm saying? We need more of that. We need more artists to implement, you know, love all in they walk. You know what I'm saying? Share with people. You know what I'm saying? You got it. Give. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing God say. If you know somebody in need, give it to them. Make sure they got it. You'll get rewarded later. But it's showing that you have some kind of compassion in your heart to help to make sure the next person can live a little bit better. And that's just what it is, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like that. That's good, positive. That ain't janky ghetto news, but that's janky ghetto news. It's positive. It's coming from somewhere spiritual and special. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna leave it like that. That was good. I like that. That was good. I like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. Yep.
Bayleaf in the house. What do you say?
Oh, is that right?
Do you make them daily, or you just keep them beats in the cut? Keep them in the cut for now, man. But I make them on a daily. Oh,
He
man.
got a host of them though. I can tell you that. Every day since we've been going, a different one. So yeah, he got a lot of them in the cut, waiting to be, utilized by some of this great talent out here. That's why we searching and we looking and we, you know, uh, pillaging through all the, you know what I'm saying, the negativity to find the good positive talent that's out there that's ready to go forward and have a positive and prosperous career. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, it's always good, man. I can't wait for you to do that, Bayleaf. Get down on one of them hot tracks for you, man. That'll be dope.
oh yeah,
Dope.
he gonna need your you gotta get with him over there at Stilo Beats at YouTube. And he'll send you that beat for the drops and everything too. So that would
Yeah.
be cool as well, man. He need your hookup, your information and everything. Hmm.
Oh, I gotta send. I think Mr. Happy. He's gonna do the drop as well, right?
Yeah, we same with you, Mr. Happy. If you still up in there, my brother, we love you. Oh, as a matter of fact, let me get that out the way right now too, cause I usually want to set the tone of the show with that song.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Love guides the way, you know? Here we go. Y'all check this one out for us. Mr. Happy, y'all. Jesus the Christ. Love guides the way. That's what I'm talking about. Life and victory every day for everybody, y'all. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great song right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. It sets the tone. It's mellow. It ain't no, no feistiness in it where you feeling like you want to go out and hurt somebody. That song don't hurt nobody. It only shows it represents peace, love, and respect. You understand me?
Yes,
That's what
sir.
we about over here on the Shiznit Talent TV. I just got to keep it real with y'all.
Hey man, I
Mhm.
just received a call from my boy Cool Boy, West
Is
Coast
that
Pop Lock.
right?
Yeah, he's saying he said tell my people out there give him some Pop Lock love from your boy Cool Boy.
Oh
So
yeah, Pop Lock love to you, man. That's tight. Pop Lock love, you the Shiznit, man. We would love to have you
What?
come back through and hang out with us again.
yeah, I was because we were playing the song, Mr. Happy song, and I was able to
Hmm.
reach for the phone, answer the phone, and I was just chopping it up with him in the back scene. And yeah, I
Okay.
told him about something. He said he might come back, but he wants to do. He said if we can come out to him on an event that he wants to do, he's gonna do a pop lock contest. Uh,
Wow, that would be dope.
so he's gonna have that, and then he's gonna have something going on his birthday, which is March 18. So
Hmm.
he wants to know if we can fix something up. I don't know, but he definitely gonna give me a call back, and we can chop it up with him, and then take it from there.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, definitely we can get in the field. You know what I'm saying? Figure out a way to make it happen and go live so the world can see it. You
Yeah,
understand me? Pop lock event. See, we added that into the the elements of hip hop. Pop lock. You know what I'm saying? You got break dancing, you got all this juke dance and all this going on right now, but you can't forget the real original pop locking. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
Cool Boy is one of those who kept the thing going, man, amongst other pop
other,
lockers. Now,
other
he
pop
ain't the
lock.
only one, but I'm just saying he's the foundation for this
Yeah,
hip hop culture today. You understand me? Keeping it in front of everybody through being in all the videos on the West Coast, most featured pop locker in video today. So yeah, it's on and popping. We'd love to have him over here, man, again, and then go out and support what he got going because he got a lot of great things going, some good
oh yeah,
community programs and everything. You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
That that fitness program he's got going, and I think
And
dance.
boxing program, yeah, for
Yeah,
young youth,
yes, sir.
for discipline.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah, he
and that
got some great things, man.
yeah,
That's a beautiful thing. Absolutely.
yeah. Big
You
ups to
feel
Cool
me?
Boy. Big ups, Cool Boy.
Big up. I salute you. Peace, love, and respect, sir. You understand me? It is what it is. Shout out to Big V too, cause he made it happen on one of them shows just with a phone call. And Cool Boy
Yeah,
came through and hung out with us for a nice little portion of time and end up getting off when he got to the Guitar Center. So he had to be going to get some type of music equipment or something pertaining to making,
I thought
event happen, a microphone or
I'm
something. And he has some questions for Miss Sino, so we definitely want him to come back so he can ask those questions to her because she asked him some great questions and he answered them. But yeah, he was desperate or dying to ask her some questions, but he had to go because he just had made it to the Guitar Center. So it's all love, man. Hey, if you're listening and you hear this, or you come through later on and you pop on the show and you check it out, yeah, we'd definitely love to have you back, man. This your second home. We love you over here, man. You're always welcome. You understand me? Plum, please, and pleasure having you on the show. We definitely love to have you back, and that's real. And that you heard it first right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. I just gotta say it like that. You understand me? It is what it is. But what up, Mr. Bayleaf? Yeah. Yeah, cool boy. Uh-huh. Pop locking and everything. Doing his thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Good old days
Definitely,
back
Mr.
in the
Happy Unity in the community, man. That's we pushing that over here, man.
Yes, sir.
We definitely got a powerful show Christmas Day with Fredo Bang and NBA YoungBoy. If anybody want to go watch that one, yeah, we set it off on that one. You understand what I'm saying? Because we believe that going forward, paying it forward and looking towards the future. If we get more artists to do exactly what they did, lay down their differences, and come together with one another, and you know what I'm saying, do something for the community, to heal the community. Hey man, we're gonna go somewhere. God is gonna start, revealing itself, you know what I'm saying, in those kind of situations. So it's imperative that everybody take heed to what was going on. So if y'all want to go check that video out, it'll be love. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, share with somebody you love. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you leave a comment, let us know what you think about the show. You know what I'm saying? We growing up to blow up. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going up right now, so we want to continue to go up. We're trying to get those subscriptions up to 100 right now. We real close, so I need everybody to hit that subscribe button if you ain't already hit it. Show us some love, show us some respect, show us some peace. You know what I'm saying? That's all we ask. We ain't asking for much. You understand me? We providing the outlet and the platform for talent all over the world. You hear me? And tonight's show is Greatness on Display with Frank MACEK. You know what I'm saying? A platinum recording engineer. We're gonna do a live interview with him. He got some great things going. He's working on a documentary. There's a lot of great things happening in the real music industry. You know what I'm saying? Besides all the negativity. So yeah, we definitely want to wait on him to pop on up in here. Yeah. And once he get here, then we're gonna go full fledged with the interview and let y'all see how we do it over here on the Shiznit Talent TV. So make sure y'all keep it locked right here. Don't go nowhere. You tuned into the live is live on YouTube. That's real. You feel me? Uh-huh.
So
Excuse me.
what does everybody got planned for New Year's Eve? Any special plans?
Man.
Well, I've been working on my respect dilution, not to cut anybody off or anything, but just real quick, I've been working on my respect dilution, and if it's anybody out there who wanna come through that night, cause we going live, we is. You know what I'm saying? It's a consistent thing. We the hardest working spiritual trio on the internet right now, doing talent, doing music, doing all the things that everybody want to do without pushing that negativity. So, if you want to have a good show and want to come through New Year's, oh yeah, bring your respect dilution. You know what I'm saying?
It looks like
Something
Mr.
about respect. You got to push respect all 2023 and see what your life turn out to be. I
Yeah,
guarantee you it's gonna be respectful. You understand what I'm saying?
Mr. Frank MACEK.
Frank Mason, hey, what's going on? Oh yeah, Frankie baby, what's happening, man? How you doing, man? Whenever you ready to come on up in here, we waiting on you, man. I was under the impression that you'll be here about 7:45. So if you still want to just hang out and until there, you're more than welcome. But the link is in the chat, right at the very, very, very top of the chat. All you got to do is hit that. See you in the green room. We're gonna
Okay.
welcome you up, man. We appreciate you coming. It's a plum pleasing pleasure and an honor to have you here tonight. Hey, man, what a magnificent and amazing, you hear me, and great career you have endeavored in. Whoa.
Like Mr.
I
J-DEE.
mean, come on, man. I'm ready to talk to you, sir. Oh, J-DEE Lynch Mob is here too, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down. We're gonna bring them both up whenever they ready to come on in. We ready to have them. So, yeah, it's on and popping now. I told y'all we never know who's gonna pop in or who's gonna show up, but I was aware of Mr. Frankie baby, and it is what it is, man. We finna see what's going down right now once they come on up in here. Hey, man, hit them with another one, man. Buzz them across the head with another track, man. let this platinum recording engineer and legendary artist here, another one of them tracks from Mr. Steve Low Beats, right here on the Shiznit Talent TV, y'all.
We'd like to thank everybody tuning in right here on the Shiznit Talent TV with your boy, Mr. Host, Mr. Blue Rag, Casino, definitely in the building. We'd like to thank everybody coming by and showing support, and artists that want to come in and do your talent. Come in. We want to hear it, we want to see it right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. Oh yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a little something there. You know how we do it right here on the Shiznit Talent TV.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Oh yeah, we just waiting patiently, being anxious for nothing, but making sure we here consistently on a daily basis to bring y'all great content. And tonight we got a great show lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. And we do have Frankie Baby in the house, Frank MACEK. We got J-DEE from the Lynch Mob in the house. We got Mr. Bailey from Spills Radio in the house. Oh, it's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all need to go share this with somebody you love. Go tell a friend. Y'all need to pump this thing all the way up. We got somebody coming in right now. Miss Shino, can you bring somebody in? Who's in there? Oh, that's J-DEE. Let's get J-DEE up in here.
Frank, come in and whenever you're ready.
Absolutely. Yeah, whenever you're ready, we ready to bring you on up.
What's
well,
up,
how
Mr.
you
J-DEE?
doing, sir?
Oh, here we go again. What's up, Blue Rag? Miss
What's
C-Lo?
up, sir? How you doing, man?
I'm holding on with both. I'm holding on with both hands, man. I don't want to overshadow my man Frank MACEK. He got some good stuff to impart on y'all, but I'm gonna share something with the listeners a little later on in the show if possible.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Because you definitely know I want to hear about that political pressure, man. Everybody that been coming on that know you talk about your political get down in the game. You was one of them ones, man.
Hey man, you know me. I am not anti-American. I'm anti-bullshit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Anti-bullshit. I promise you I am. And I'm over here spilling my. See, I got an American double shot glass. And
Blame it on the wife.
I'm gonna blame it on the wife for spilling this tequila.
Wow.
Reposado.
If they got your face on it, that's your imprint right there with your
That's the American flag. That's 13 olive branches and that's 13 arrows.
Wow.
And e pluribus unum. Out of many comes one. That's that New World Order shit, man.
Man, you own it, huh?
I'm exposed to shit. Coolio left me some of the manifesto, man. Fuck these people.
Yeah.
Straight up.
In a real way. Let that person in. Who is that, Miss Shino?
Hold on.
Oh, that's Blaine. There you go. You got him?
Hello.
I got him. You
There
should be in.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Frank. Is that what you want to be referred to as, or blame, or what would you like to
blame Frank, anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
That's right.
That's right.
Thanks for having me. Doing great, man. Doing great. Pleasure to be here with my bro J-DEE, Bailey. Thank you guys.
Absolutely. Who playing that music in the background?
I don't know. I was hoping it wasn't no theme music for Frank.
I don't know that.
It might be.
No, I ain't no.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we ain't playing no theme music. Hey, how you? There you go, Frankie, baby.
All
How
right.
you doing, Frank? How you
All right.
doing, son? I thought
Made
we'd give you the
a
name
living
Frankie,
out of being
baby.
a technical guy, but can't get past the technical difficulties.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. How you doing, man? It's a plum pleaser and an honor to have you here tonight, man. We're looking at
Thank
all
you.
the plethora of work you have put down in the game, man. We just want to ask you a few great questions. This is a
Please
great
do.
show tonight. You know, it's greatness on display Wednesday, and we feel that you coming on the show is greatness on display because of
Oh,
the
man.
work that you have put in, being a Grammy nominated, you know what I'm saying, platinum recording engineer and producer and doing things like that all in the game, man. It's a pleasure, man. I love the fact that you came on, hang out with us, man. You know what?
Anytime.
This is your house, man. You know what? you got the floor. Hey, you want to introduce yourself and let everybody know who you are and some of the things you have done in the industry so they can get up to speed on what's going on. You understand me?
Well,
It's all
I
love. God
appreciate
bless
that,
you,
man.
brother.
I appreciate all the love. I'm Frank MACEK is the real name. Got the nickname Blame from Ice Cube back in the day when I was working with J-DEE. Good to see you there.
What's
And
up, Frank?
a million other people that were lucky enough. I was lucky enough to have come through that Studio Echo sound back in the day, and we we got to work on some stuff that ended up being kind of historic, man. And it was just, it's a beautiful thing. You know, I got in a car yesterday and put on 105 or 100.5 here in Las Vegas. And at lunchtime, I heard 4 songs I worked on. 30 years old. I'm like, holy shit. It's crazy, man. That's, you know, still playing, man. So, you know, we got to work on stuff that people loved around the world, and it's nothing less than an honor for me to have been involved and them not kick me out of the room all that time. So
Wow, that's a blessing, man. You done a plethora of work, man. If you don't mind naming just a few people besides the legends, like the living legend here with us right here,
yeah,
JD, Ice Cube, name a few of them because
I
you got
did
a
about
long
5
list.
or 6 albums with Ice Cube and couple with Tupac, Yo-Yo, King T. I mean, pretty much anybody at the West Coast, you know, the Lynch Mob, Cam, Deadly Threat, Jesus. Trying to think of some of the other ones, man. Cypress came through. Terry B. I don't know if you're familiar with her. She was on Ruthless.
Yeah.
Man, just a lot, man. Del, the Funky Homo Sapien, got to work on that. I got lucky enough that I recorded that. He used to come to Vegas. He used to come to Vegas and page Mr. Dabalina, or Bob Dabalina. Just a little fun, you know, between me and my brother, man.
Wow.
Shit would be popping
That's
everywhere.
amazing.
You wear several hats in the industry, from mix engineer, musician, recording engineer, songwriter, programmer, producer. Did I leave anything out?
Cook. No. Very bad cook. Very bad cook. No, man.
So
you know what? One of the cool things we got going on right now is a little talent booking agency out here. So we're doing some of that with some local talent, and JD just brought me this guy that we're working on right now. I don't know if JD wants to tell him who, but
Go ahead. You can tell him. You can tell him. You can tell him.
Yeah, we're trying to get a little bit of a Ice Cube residency going out here in Vegas, and just, you know, trying to do our thing, man. You know, I think the whole thing is find something you love. You know, you always hear that if you find something you love, you never work a day in your life, and I swear that's true.
Wow, I believe
my worst day was still awesome. You know,
I think you would probably fucking be wealthy just off the stories alone if you were able to just compile them and chronologically put them in order. You know,
if I could remember them all.
Yeah, I know. Some of the nights, you know, I can't even remember at Echo Sound shit.
Yeah.
But you were really instrumental and a lot of shit we did, and then a lot of shit that came before us, and a ton of shit that came after us. And I just had a question just on some fan type of shit, just being nosy. Where did you begin at before you landed in Echo Sound? Because Echo Sound is the greatest beginning of a hip hop story, but there's a lot of other music that you did. Where the fuck did you come from originally?
Well, I come from Ohio. I come from Youngstown, Girard, Ohio, actually, if you ever heard of Youngstown, a little suburb of that. Played drums since I was like 11 years old, and then kind of taught myself bass and keyboards and sang and wrote all that kind of stuff, you know. And then about 22, did a project in a place called TSI. It was a recording studio back there. And man, I was nervous. I had the bass on and I'm shaking and like looked in the reflection of the booth, and I said, man, this is the shit I want to do the rest of my life. And it took me about 1.5 years to finally get out of town and get out to LA, but I found a place called The Hop. I don't know if you're familiar with that. Are you guys all from LA?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. There was a place,
The Hop in Lakewood?
Yeah, in Lakewood. I was the sound guy there for like 6 years.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Are you serious?
That's the one on Clark. Well, we used to be
that's the motherfucker that we used to be jerking on Clark back in the day. Yeah. Low ride.
Yeah, man, I was there 88 to 94.
Damn.
And so
that's
like
that era. That's the era.
Yeah. So you know, I always joked around, said I was schizophrenic musically, but I really was, and I loved it all, you know. And I mean, like I had 50s and 60s about 3 nights a week. I had the hip hop studio. It wasn't a hip hop studio, but it turned into that, you know. It was those were the guys that kept that place alive, and all the great stuff that came out of there, you know. And that was, you know, like what the other 4 nights and however many days I could squeeze in before, you know, the Hop. But and I was as much as I could, man. You know, J-DEE, you know, you can testify to this, man. We'd get in there maybe 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, get out 4 or 5 in the morning, you know, sometimes.
Yeah, especially if we were like at the beginning of a project and trying to kick it in the ass, because Ice Cube used to really just shut the whole studio down and didn't have a lot of company. In the beginning, we would smoke a 1/4 pound of weed before we had like 2 fucking songs done, bro. And it was just a fucking party. But by the time we got to like Kill at Will, Death Certificate, and I think you and Mike Calderon, I think, were working on that.
Yeah, Mike's here in Vegas. I don't know if I told you that, but we got to all hook up here.
Yeah.
You know, we start doing some filming, but we got to just grab a drink. There's a few guys here, you know, from back in the area and back in the time, and it's just really cool. We got a little thing that's kind of been a ongoing pursuit and becoming more of a dream coming true. We're doing a documentary on Echo Sound and all the talent that came through there, all the hits that were made out of that little studio. You know, we weren't the biggest, baddest, most expensive place, but man, like I said, in less than an hour's time in the car the other day, I heard 15 minutes of stuff that I worked on, you know. And then another one with Gangster's Paradise from Coolio, you know, that was done there. You know, with Bob Morris, you know, we had some really young, hungry, passionate people, you know, on all aspects of that came through there, man. And if I could ever give it, I think one of the things you guys are trying to do is help the youth, you know, and give them some things that little words of wisdom. I don't know if this is that, but it's
absolutely that. That's what it is.
It's truly as simple as believe and have that passion to continue and not give up, man, because it's always going to be a no. It don't matter how many no's you get. You just need the yes. You just keep going. The no's don't affect you. If anything, they drive you more, you know? So, you know, and the first recording I ever did, I went to school for recording. That's why I moved out there at Cal State of Dominguez Hills. And I literally learned more in 2 weeks at Echo Sound than I did my first year. So by the time I quit after my first year, I hate to say that, I don't want to tell people to quit school, but for the recording thing, that was kind of a, you know, they just came up with recording schools 5, 10, 15, 20 years at the most before that, you know. It was basically like, get in there, learn how to do it, make something you like. And that's kind of how I think most of us started there, you know. My first true recording job was at Echo Sound.
Wow.
Crazy. And I'm going to tell you, and I don't know if you can do that these days. And I've done this through my. I don't want to talk the whole time and take up the whole thing, but
No, this your floor, man. This is your hour. Greatness on display. So have your way. Do your thing, man. Go ahead.
Too kind, but I offered free time. I offered free time. I heard about this place. I went over, offered free time. I said, I just want to come in. You know, I want to find out what it's like while I'm going to school for recording. And they were kind enough. You know, Mike Williamson was the manager, if you remember him, J-DEE.
Yeah.
Josie Siniscale was the owner.
Yeah.
And,
what was the crazy German chick name that owned that place?
Josie Siniscale.
Yeah, Josie was cool as fuck.
Yep.
I actually remember that enough business came through there that they actually put a roof and joined the two fucking
that's it.
The two buildings, man, and created a lobby.
That's right.
Put a machine in it and just start. I mean, enough money. I met QD3 there just to kind of put it in perspective.
Yeah.
And this is before the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was working on his boy Justin's album. There was another kid
we did that there.
Yeah, he was introducing another kid that we all came to know named Tech 9.
Oh.
You know, so Tech 9 came through there. And that's where I met Technique at. And this is before the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I mean, I'm shit. Too Short came down and did Bitch Ain't Nothing But a Word.
I worked on that.
Yeah, right there.
I worked on that with Cube. I put Cube's parts on that.
Yeah, so I mean, the faces that came through there and the people that I worked with and the skits I jumped on. Me and B Real shot How I Could Just Kill a Can, a St. Ives commercial.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Yeah,
St. Ives commercial. How I Could Just Kill a Can. So I wrote the treatment, and we ended up saying, "Fuck it, let's record the song at Echo Sound, shoot the video outside of Echo Sound, and we don't have to pay for location fees." And we kept the whole fucking 90 bands.
Wow.
Man. Everything.
So my boy Jason Roberts, I don't know if you remember him. He worked at Echo. He was a little blondish, redheaded engineer. He ended up going over to Image Recording and then did everything Cypress ever did.
Yeah,
that was his first album he did with them.
Yeah,
you know? Exactly. He brought that back. I heard that song. I'm like, holy shit, man!
It was a lot of people who marched through there.
And then you can get the Fist. Be Real came over. I think you put that together.
I ended up getting the fucking budget from St. Ives.
Oh, wow!
And I got the budget from St. Ives. It was like about $185,000. I was like, for what? It was like, just put everybody together. So I just started giving people like cases of beer and a couple of grand. And
wow, that's it.
Everybody, it's like, man, you ain't got to pay for this shit. We'll do this shit. And I'm like, no, let me give y'all something because I didn't want to hold out on all the money. But motherfuckers virtually did it for free, man. And I walked away with the bag. I was like, fuck, you could get with that and you could get with this. You can get the Buddha. You could get the Fist.
That's right,
that's
man.
It.
I had like a bunch of my friends all call me, dude, I saw you on the MTV News with Ice Cube and all the guys, man. like it just, you know.
I think that the documentary would probably motherfucking paint the best picture with the broadest stroke and let people see that damn. Who came up here? Man. You know, MC8, Compton's Most Wanted recorded there. Who else?
Yep.
Yo. Who else? Shit, we could go on and on. We can run down.
You know, after I left, I was talking with Mike Calderon. He did LL Cool J there. They did Montel Jordan's "This Is How We Do It" there.
Yeah, not just
you know. I assisted on Belle Biv DeVoe's what do you call it? Poison and Do Me. You know, we did that there. You know, we did all this, or not on all of it, but you can ask Quincy or QD3. That you know, we did that stuff for a lot of those snippets for Fresh Prince there. You know,
absolutely. That's what I was saying. This is before the Fresh Prince even jumped. He started orchestrating and compiling the shit that he wanted right there for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that theme song. Hey, Blue Rag, what side of the town you grow up on?
East Side Compton.
Okay, so the east side of Compton is Kelly Park area, Atlantic Drive.
Yeah, neighborhood, all that.
Neighborhood and all that. I'm gonna give you a perspective. You remember the liquor store next to the pet shop on Long Beach Boulevard?
Yeah.
Babette's?
Babette's, yeah.
Come on, man. You fucking with a real one. For real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fucking there for real.
Yeah.
The liquor store next to Babette's pet shop?
Echo
Echo Sound was half that size.
Wow.
Wow.
Motherfuckers ran through Echo Sound, bro, just to give you some perspective.
Yeah.
It was half the size of that liquor store, bro. And it sat like a box, just like that liquor store. That's what made me use that structure. So that's about the size of that motherfucker, that liquor store. About half
Just
that liquor.
all that
probably a little
great
bit bigger than a
talent came
double
through
car
there?
garage, right?
Yeah, all that talent came through there.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
they end up putting
So
a
I
nice.
think I read that you also have something to do with recording like Faith Hill. Am I correct?
Yeah, I got to work on some really cool stuff in Nashville. I went to Nashville for like 13 years after leaving LA,
Frank's
and kind of started over. You know, they didn't really, to be quite honest, didn't want to hear about anything that I worked on out there. You know, they weren't about being cutting edge. They're kind of cutting edge 20 years prior. You know, so I ended up putting the first drum loops in country music on a thing called Caterpillar Crawl for the Moffat, the little kids thing. I put the first drum, what's that? Oh, I thought somebody was saying something. I put the first record scratch on a Faith Hill record. Are you there?
Did? Yeah, no, that was Felice waving at you, Frank.
Oh, hey. I didn't even see it. Okay, cool. Good to see you. Yeah, but
So you put
yeah,
the
and then, you know,
first,
I worked on a Tim McGraw, Faith Hill, and just a few other, you know, people like that. And then I ended up producing a girl named India Ari on her third album, you know. So I did a few things I wrote with her, and then some stuff kind of off the record I helped finish, and then I produced Heart of the Matter was one of her singles, and that did pretty well for her, you know. I got into Sex and the City movie on that soundtrack. That album went #1. It was just, you know, when you look back and you go, how did I get in a room with these talented people? You know.
No, I feel you.
But,
I mean, but you don't have to have a traditional education, bro. Is what your wall behind you tells me. You don't have to have a formal education in
That's
this
right.
shit. You just have to have a crazy ass love for it. And it doesn't matter how it treats you or you treat it along the road. You can never get rid of it. You know, and that's what I tried to do with mine. I tried to get rid of it. I hated it. I started writing urban novels in the pen, bro. I started just churning out books because I hated music. They won't let me get on this shit over the phone. I can't release this shit from the pen. I'm having fucking problems trying to even fuck with somebody who want to hear what I gotta say because music is getting watered down and whacked, and I'm saying some shit that they don't want heard because it's taken away from their shine, and it's gonna show that you niggas really ain't gangsters. And so I got politic, and so I hated music. I hated hip hop. I hated all this shit. So I started taking my hip hop themes and stories and then compiling that shit into like urban literature. And so I started writing books and shit. But then when I got released, bro, it was like a floodgate. Soon as you shoved me in the studio in North Hollywood with Dyer Lansky and Kurt Dog for Pyro Flow, man, I lost it. I found my lane again.
Yeah, that's it.
And I'm not beholden to anyone. I'm not beholden to anyone. I'm not beholden to a label. I'm not beholden to Ice Cube. Nobody has the creative control over what the fuck I'm doing right now. And so I really get to say what I want to say after all these years. It's just that now I got to work 15 times as hard to get paid off of it. And that's what makes me, you know, rethink career decisions and shit, like on a daily basis. And
okay, can I pop in right there? Can I pop in on that one?
Go ahead.
I think, and I've told this to many people, and I know I don't have to tell you. I know J-DEE because you've done it all in a whole higher level from the creative side. I was lucky enough to document it, but you guys came up with that stuff. You will never lose that, and you would do it for free, and that's why you're the real one. And those are the ones that are the real ones. The ones that do it for money get kicked to the side. They do. I've seen them. I've seen guys that are way more talented than me get kicked to the side because they got to make this money. They got to do this, or they're going to go do something else. Once I decided I didn't have a something else. The only something else I have is learning more. and deeper in another hat. Like she said, I wear hats. We all wear a bunch of hats at this point, man. You know, I mean, I kind of wore a lot of hats even at the beginning, but being older now, man, you got to wear hats. You know, you have to, and you have to be pretty good at all of them. You know, and you, I've never done it for money. I know I've asked for a lot of money, and I've gotten it through the years, but I didn't do it for money. I just did it because if you know, it's a weird thing. If you don't charge, they don't think it's important.
It's not really weird.
Yeah, it's not really weird.
I don't know if you heard that last part though, but if you don't charge enough, they won't think it's important enough.
Yeah.
They think they got it for free, so it wasn't all that, you know? And you'd put just as much heart into it. So I learned that there's a psychological thing that goes along. So the kids might want to keep that in mind, but don't ever do it for the money. Don't ever do it. Do it for the love. And we're 30 years later, and here we are talking, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, straight up.
And you have your fingerprints on a lot of projects, from Tim McGraw to Tupac to Charo. Are there any highlights you want to talk about of anything you put your hands on? Because you got your fingerprints all over the place.
You ain't lying.
Man, I gotta be honest. The 6 years I was at Echo Sound were the best 6 years of my life. I mean, so to pick highlights out of that, you know, there's definitely a couple, but some of them weren't even as much recording. I mean, you know, when you knew you had something good, you know, like when you play live, you can, you know, the crowd tells you it was great. You know, in the studio, there's however many people we got there, you know, the producer, engineer, the artist, and whoever friends that were able to sneak in. And then the thing that I loved about being in the studio with all these guys, man, they taught me how to celebrate. They taught me how to celebrate something that they loved, you know, and you know, I was kind of raised, you know, like don't be real loud, don't just be kind of just be there and helpful and that kind of thing. These guys were like, if something was good, they'd be like, oh, you know, and they're laughing and drinking, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta be more like this. Why are we not celebrating every little moment, man?
Hell yeah.
You know?
Every little bit.
I swear I learned how to engineer and produce from these guys, you know, Rashad and Jinx and Pooh especially. I mean, like, Pooh was, you know, in my eyes, he was like definitely my guy, man, the guy that I was learning from, you know. I saw how he'd come in, didn't have anything in the beginning, light up a joint, hook this up, boom, 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 couple things here. All of a sudden, we got 24 tracks, and then later on, 48 tracks full of all shit that worked together, and we mixed it and produced. The production was how we muted stuff out, right?
Amazing.
Am I right, J-DEE?
Yeah.
Yeah, it all worked together, man. We could have had all 48 tracks up and running, man. But they would just go like, for this, let's mute this out and let only this speak. This one here, this section, we want this to speak. I mean, I just, you know, it was a better school than anything you could have paid for. You know?
I like how you put that. I like that. I like how you
learning in real time, on the spot.
Because it was something to be said about DJ Pooh, you know?
Yeah.
It was really something to be said about DJ Pooh. Like I should come up there and bring like an ounce or two a weed to Pooh, because Pooh would not leave that motherfucker. He wouldn't leave. And so he'd call me in the morning and say, when you get in traffic, bring me 2 zones. And I'm like, where you at? Echo Sound. Man, fuck. Okay, I'll bring him. I'm coming from Compton, bro, all the way to fucking Atwater Village, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
So I used
That's
to take
a nice little ride.
Well, yeah, it's a nice little ride. And when you get in there, Pooh whole head to be like this the whole time. The whole time. When you go through the door the whole time. Pooh like this the whole time. And you rolling up weed, like, listen to this. But all 48 tracks, I swear to God, that motherfucker put a Congo on one track, a sneeze, and a zipper going up and down on another track. And he found a way to mix all this shit in. You know, Mr. Dabalina was one of the most dopest motherfucking albums I ever heard, and one of the most well-produced albums.
Wow.
You know?
I recorded Pooh on that with when him saying that, and then I remember him chopping it up. I'm like, God damn, this fucker's cool, man. It's just so simple, but we don't think of it, man. Those brilliant minds think of it, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, as a producer, I've kind of done stuff like that where people go, how'd you think of it? I learned it from Pooh. You get into a whole different mindset. You know, you got to split things up and like, how can I make this right, man? I remember just working on songs and like I'd write them and they like them and everything. And I'm like, okay, now I'm going to do like 4 or 5 different versions before I get the one I'm going to release here. You know, most of my productions, because I'd like, how would somebody cool do this? You know what I'm saying? Right. And I'd channel all of that, man. Everybody in those rooms, you know, it was just beyond learning production. I wanted to get this point across, if you don't mind. Beyond learning production and engineering, it taught me so many things about life and how shit really is, and I can't tell you how much I love and respect everybody that came through those rooms, man.
You know, this is the crazy shit. This is the nucleus. I like to always say, music, hip hop, whatever. Music is the nucleus. That's the center of all of us. That's what brings all of our energy together, right? All right, but the background. Your background, my background, Blue Rag background, you know, Stilo's background, Cino's background, they all different. Everybody kind of they relate in some kind of way, but your background was completely different, Frank. And you got to see your love for music, this group of individuals that you encountered on a daily, weekly, and monthly and yearly basis. You got to see their love of music, turn it to this chunk of fucking money. And that this love of music really never changed. It was the demands from this big fucking machine that made these people sour about their craft, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part of the Echo Sound story I want to hear about. The shootout with the dog pound. I don't know if you was there for that one.
No, I was out. I was already gone, man. But I did hear about that, you know, and I remember, you know, it was I just couldn't believe it because I mean, typically would have been there if I would have not moved. I would have probably been there that night, you know. And I think I was the longest engineer there besides Bob Morse, you know. But
Bob name on every motherfucking Lynch Mob record that came out of there.
I mean, you know, if I'm being completely honest, he was Echo Sound. You know, we all got our hands on just about everything that came through there, but I think they came there, you know, for the longest time because of Bob, you know. And then ended up not hating us.
Yeah, that part.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, it's just it was a beautiful thing. I think the one thing that we all had, and I've thought about this before, even posted it on Facebook back in the day, we were all just young dreamers, and we had this passion to make something great that people loved around the world. And that was literally my dream when I left Ohio. And I a few years ago, I think it was either Michael Jackson went #1 for all time, or the Eagles' greatest hits went number one. And I said, wow, I should check who's in the top 100, see if I know anybody. And I saw greatest hits for Tupac there at number 75, and you know, a little tear came out of my eye. I'll be honest with you, man, because I knew right then I lived my dream.
Straight up,
lived my dream. I wanted to make, you know, music that people loved around the world, and here we are, man. You know, 75 of all time, man.
75 of all time is a motherfucking accomplishment.
You know what I'm saying? Of any genre, any record.
That's greatness, man.
You know, unbelievable the stuff we were able to be in the room on. You know.
Hey, y'all should have seen how his motherfucking ass used to look. He didn't look like this guy right here. He didn't look like this. He didn't look like this.
I see all the plaques in the back of you. I seen the plaques on your Instagram.
Yeah, he didn't look like this, y'all. So don't buy into this liberal looking ass little look right here. This motherfucker was a bad boy. This
was swagged out, huh?
Swagged out, dangerous. Motherfucker had some more hair. That motherfucker was crazy.
Was there a time you ever wanted to quit?
Not once. I did at the end of Nashville. Didn't didn't need to work, didn't want to work, was going through a rough divorce. And I said, fuck it. You know, I had a place down in Florida. My brother lived down in Florida. I moved about 30 miles from him. So I said, fuck it. I'm gonna, excuse my language. I am gonna retire. So I retired for about 5 years. But literally my nephews were 9 and 10 at that point and wanted to start a band. I ended up producing them, and I was like, I'm not done. And I, just like J-DEE, you know, you don't stop this shit until you quit breathing, man. You know, there's no retiring. You might take a break, but you're not done. You'll never be done. And you know, one of my dreams is, besides getting the Echo Sound documentary as great as I believe it's going to be, is still working at 89, 90 years old on the newest, coolest shit, because there's guys out there that, you know, that are heroes of mine, you know, that are still doing that. You know, Jack Douglas that recorded Imagine for John Lennon, and guys like that, man. It just, you know, they're out still making great records, you know. It's just
there's no age limit when it comes to your passion, and when it comes to this industry. For me, I don't think there's no age limit. So, you know, keep going, because you do have the passion.
I actually have more hunger right now to do stuff than I did when I was starting. So, and I actually kind of know a few things at this point.
That point.
That's right. I got a question for you, Frankie, baby. Blame, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what's your top 5 most legendary artists list right now in your mind? Although you work with everybody, they all legends, they all great. Who would be that top 5 right now?
Oh man, off the top of my head, you know, I was raised in sorry?
I said any genre, alive or not.
Yeah, okay. Man, I noticed that. I'm just going to give it to you. For sure, Led Zeppelin. I feel like they wrote the book on rock and roll. Nobody even read it yet. I love rock and roll. I was raised on that, you know. Queen, Van Halen for sure. But I love Pac, man. And I'll be honest with you, I love Cube, you know, and everything that, I can't tell you enough. I mean, when I was working with King T, man, just the shit that's coming out of these people's mouths, you know, and it's like so important. I mean, all the lynch mob shit, man. I mean, you can't how do you put that important of shit and make it musical and make people want to party to it? You know, I mean, how are you that brilliant that you can even think those thoughts, have them right, then find a way to make it lyrical and musical and like, I don't know, man. I can't. Yeah, you guys are all kings, man. You know. How do you put it in the
That's right. That's a hell of a legends list. I know it's so many. It's hard to just give your top 5 because everybody is great in their own right. You know, iconic. You know, been here, been doing it. You know what I'm saying? And hey, we just wanted to figure out what it was in your mind working with all these, you know, artists. Who would be your top 5 right now? That's it. But it was a pleasure to hear that. I mean, you named some mighty talented people.
I mean, definitely the Jacksons. You know, Gladys Knight's one of my favorite voices of all time. You know, just you know, there's just so many. You know, Tchaikovsky, Chopin. I mean, I love it all, man. Neil Sedaka. Let's go back to the 50s, 60s.
See what I'm saying? You the range. You know, the range. The range.
What about Elvis? You know.
All right, I got somebody named Chop Cheese. I don't know if y'all know him. I'm gonna bring him up right quick to see. He might want to ask you a question or something.
Yeah. Y'all know he know. You know. What's up, chap?
What up with a youngster?
Just bothering Frank about this documentary, Echo in the Air. What you got to add to your Echo Sound experiences?
Oh shit, he did my whole album. The Echo Sounds, even did Tag Team. Whoop, there it is. He did that shit there too.
Hey, see Blue Rag? I'm telling you, this motherfucker you got in the middle of the screen. Yeah. That's the mayor. That's the mayor of Echo Sound for 6 good years.
I need to hang with you every day.
Belmont Records. We was all with Al Bell.
It's all an honor and a pleasure, man. I'll be honest with you. It's just you just shake your head when you look back and see some of the things you were lucky enough to be part of. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
greatness on display, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Shiznit Talent TV. And so my man that just came in, you say he produced a couple of your albums?
yeah, yeah. He did the whole album on Walmart Records.
In fact,
Mixed the whole
check this
thing. We
out.
was public servants.
If and we got Frank. Me and Chap Cheese got an album for the drop, an EP with my produced by my brother Jay Uno, Jay Bellamy, and my boy The Chill from Compton's Most Wanted. They produced this EP that me and Chap Cheese got coming out.
That's awesome.
But what we had up our sleeve was Frank is gonna mix this motherfucker for us before we drop it. Before we drop it, and we gonna get the last Echo Sound mix that a motherfucker can claim for the year 2023.
Oh, that's a blessing.
We sending you
the
stems.
Echo Sound reboot.
Yeah, we sending you stems, wave files. We come back to a re-record if it's that bad.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's it.
We had to get that Echo Sounds mix, the Echo Sound reboot.
Hey, bro.
Oh, Lord. We'll make
so
it.
how long you been working on your documentary? I heard you say you are working on it. How far along are you? And are these two gentlemen gonna be in it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to find everybody I can that we're still kind of in the research part of it, but I have more than enough to people to be involved. Probably too many, but I want everybody in it that was lucky enough to come through there, and we're going to have them in one way or another. And we have some real cool ideas on the production part of things, and we're working to lock down that with actually I can't believe this, but it's a friend of mine. Movie company, and they did what do you call it, the Defiant ones. So
that Jimmy Iovine them,
Dr. Dre, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so we want to fuck it up and give it what it really deserves,
You know what? Just to kind of like piggyback on that. I already told you, Frank. QD3 is on board. He got family at Netflix. Excuse me. Ice Cube said once he see it off the ground and he get a good letter of intent, he's on board. I'm seeing, so like you talk about segments and being able to add to the discussion and the narrative, and then put these stories and put a face in these pictures together, bro, with real fucking damn near billionaires, real motherfuckers who worth $300 or $400 million, dudes who have legacies like QD3 and his dad Quincy. You are a byproduct to all of this music throughout this time period, bro.
Wow,
it's crazy. It's crazy. And we have a platform for it to be released. So I know it's going to probably become bigger than us, and we talked about that, getting drunk as fuck up here at one of the hotels, but it's going to get bigger than us, and we may eventually have to pass it off to people with the real money and the real distribution.
I just want the story told.
Long as the story get told.
We just need the story told. It deserves to be told.
Once the story get told, and we can fucking keep a percentage of that, I keep that royalty.
That's right.
I keep that royalty forever, man. And leverage that against and leverage that against something else. Because Frank, I've been learning a lot from Frank, man. And me and Frank have been to country western concerts out here, bro.
Well, that's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
That's called unity. That's called respect. Y'all respect one another. Y'all love one another.
We're all in the same game.
There it is, man. There it is. Absolutely. Did your boy freeze? Cheese freeze?
Chap Cheese.
Seem like you froze.
I think so.
Chap Cheese, you freeze?
Either that or he's one of the best mimer I've ever known.
Hey, play dead. And you playing dead?
Yeah, man. It's a plum pleasing pleasure. I guess he'll pop back in. All he got to do is re-enter, and we'll bring him back up. Yeah, it looked like he might have froze. Well, wow, man, that's a plum pleasing pleasure, man, to know that y'all gonna be having the residency up there in Vegas,
And yeah,
where y'all
so
can do
man,
y'all thing on the regular, man.
man. But what the thing is, you know, if it takes place and it's good, you know, your brother get to open up. You know,
There it
I get
is.
to open up, and so you know, Cube invited me in. You know, Frank and I discussed it. I shot it back towards Cube through a proposal and kept it professional in business. And he just, you know, appreciated the fact, like, bro, you came home for real, for real. Like all your shit been above board and been all business. I mean, I ain't had the best or the most since I've been home, but I've been consistent.
And that's the main thing.
Yeah,
We
that's it.
gotta stay consistent,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Stay consistent.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? If nothing else, I've been that. I get up and go to the yard. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah, I get up and go to the yard,
Absolutely.
motherfucking morning, and you know, so and that allows that put me in a position where Q said, "Hey, look, if I jump on this, how you want to do it?" And I said, "Let's build it as the Ice Cube experience. If we build it as the Ice Cube experience and it's Ice Cube and friends, then it doesn't require one motherfucker to open up for you every night. You can, hey, Corrupt live in Las Vegas, such and such live in Las Vegas. Spice One is in Las Vegas." You understand what I'm saying? So if you're doing a 90-minute show, you can get somebody like Spice, J-DEE, Corrupt, The Chill, and a few other people locally or right next door in California to drive here. And I tell you, motherfucker,
Come
open
knock
up
it down, yeah. Keep it
man,
pure. Oh man, that's tight.
nigga Q request you to come open up for him. You gonna tear ass down to 15. You feel me? And
Now
so
that's
with
the shiznit. That's
yeah,
real.
now that's the shiznit.
Yeah, that's it.
You know,
And that's showing the unity. We need more of that, man. We need more of that, man. That's showing brothers working together again and not all that negative divide stuff, you know.
I can't do that, bro. I'm not coming on nobody podcast to knock down nobody. You're not finna take no 30-year-old shit of us fighting in hotels and shit and make it an issue 30 years later, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit,
Oh
bro.
no, we ain't even
Them
about
niggas,
that.
yeah, them brothers is my partners today, nigga. We all was squabblers back in the day. So if you ain't got no squabble up stories, you's a buster. You feel
There
me?
it is.
So
You
I'm
ain't
gonna
a
leave
real
it at
one,
that.
is
I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, win,
it?
lose, and
Absolutely.
draw. You know. So
Yeah.
me and Hutch see each other. We hug and plan on how to get some bread together. Ain't no weird shit. People always want to keep weird shit in. Me and Cube talk damn near every morning. Ain't no weird shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I
Number
said,
love and respect.
come on, man, grow the fuck up. You know, grow the fuck up. Just that's all you got to do. Put water on it and grow the fuck up. You know,
Absolutely.
Keep watering your game, man, and grow the fuck up. You know, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna come home from. I'm still with my lips poked out and arms crossed my chest because somebody said this and did this. Man, shut the fuck up. Put your put your big boy jeans on. Love that brother. Learn from that brother. If that brother's real, he gonna accept his responsibilities, your responsibilities, y'all involvement is gonna push y'all forward because y'all gonna accept the truth about the matter. Elevation, man. Elevation going to creation. That's going to create a financial situation where we can pass it on. I don't want to be super dumbass rich. I want to be comfortable without complaints and problems.
There it is.
Hey, Mr.
That
J-DEE,
makes sense.
Still go.
Yes, sir.
I got a question. When you guys were at Echo Sounds, what kind of programs or analog equipment did you guys use at that time?
All you saw was big ass SSL boards that was like 24 track and then like Ampex 2-inch reels. Now, like a laptop. The first time I seen the laptop inside of a studio, bro, Cube was typing Friday. The screenplay to Friday was being typed. I never seen the laptop. That's how long I've been gone. I did 28 years straight in the pen.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I just came home after doing 28 straight years from 93 to 2021, bro.
That's a stretch,
you know man. That's a long one, bro. From every penitentiary, up north all the way back down south.
Oh, congratulations. I'll give you a big ups back home, man. For real. Salute, brother, for real.
Thank you, brother.
Well,
and
I give you a salute because you dropped a lot of jewels for a lot of the youth to learn from. So you came on here last time, you came on here today, and I appreciate the things you say because a lot of people these days in the music business, they're not saying them. So you drop that knowledge.
No, they don't want the truth. The truth is sugar coated and covered up in chocolate and some other stuff. and then they stank it up, and then it, you know, you don't want to be next to people that with them lies and stuff. My whole thing is this, bro. I'm not coming to come down you and my brother. There's a platform for that, and y'all use that platform for that. Me, I'm gonna show y'all how me and Kid Frost is gonna use this Black Tino power and this Black Tino pride. You know, this Black Tino power, this Black Tino pride, and we use this big ass block of voting power. You know what I'm saying? In upcoming elections, and you start showing these youngsters. See, it ain't no other genre of music that ride around in their videos with 100-round drums looking to murder rival artists who said something about them. You know,
Who's used to just make a better record. I can sell more records than you. It wasn't to take a nigga out of nothing.
That shit ain't even impressive, bro. It ain't never took number 4 pounds of pressure to pull a trigger. It ain't never took nothing more than 4 pounds of pressure to pull a trigger. You don't even have to look at your motherfucking target with half the shit they got. You could close your eyes and turn your head, scary motherfucker, and blaze a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't even have to be real. And then if you get caught, he did it, this nigga did it, this nigga didn't. I don't care because he was effing my baby mama. You know, come on, bro. Enough is enough, bro. There's no other podcast nation, bro, that depicts the degrading of us and our sisters and our brothers and how to destroy us, like systemically destroy us. You know, there used to be a time where a fist came up and it was black and it was brown. There used to be a time where the pride and the culture dictated the kind of like the times. Look at social issues right now. We starving like a mug, bro. Stuff ain't really, you know, stuff ain't really easy right now for a lot of people, and people are still spending more money than they ever had. You know, $8,000 on travel bags, bro, that they're not gonna even be attracted to a year later because it ain't in style. You know, that's what political pressure is about. You know, I shot a video a few days ago with the Chill, you know, with my man DJ K Style, with my man Chris Johnson from the Barcades, you know, and it's called Political Pressure. But we put every black owned and Hispanic owned item we can find in there: t-shirts, bottles of liquor, Ciroc, E40, you know, E40 shit, you know, Hits Tequila. Yeah, we had all of it in it. Douce, Bel Air, you know, a bunch of
showing the greatness. Showing the greatness.
Let's show what our names are attached to, bro. My name ain't attached to no LVGG shit. Louis Vuitton and Gucci ain't giving us shit. I'd rather our names be attached to our own gear. I'd rather sell E40 beans. Yeah, our own gear, our own brand. These dudes this is brand recognition. I call Cube. I say, give me a few boxes of your Good Day Kush and your Friday Kush, and let me put that on display in the next video. You know, give me some merch. Cube just shin the shit. Here, I like the concept. I like where your head is. This is what I'm talking about, the power of the black and brown dollar, bro. The black dollar, the brown dollar is immensely powerful, brother. Don't go to work, don't buy gas, and don't go to store for one motherfucking day if you black and you brown, and the government will knock on your door and say, look, let's talk about this shit. If all of us did a black and brown out, one day, get your gas, your food, and the shit you need today, because tomorrow we ain't going nowhere. I guarantee you they'll knock on our door. They go to every motherfucking liberal, every conservative. They'll knock on Washington's door with a big ass knuckle. What's wrong? What do they really want? Because they just recognize the power. And that's the shit that they can have. That's the shit that they won't allow.
A lot of people waking up, man, and that's what I love. We get more knowledge, and we understanding what's going on. We just need more people to come a suit, man. Come aboard. Get involved. Shit.
They there.
Speak the truth. Speak the truth.
They there. They just have to be told it's cool. They there. They just have to be told it's cool to be there. See, they straddling the fence because everybody ain't going with them. So they like this. They pump faking. You feel me? They pump faking. They want to shoot but don't know. You know, they pump faking. Is the homie gonna go? Yeah, he going. He with it. Look at Kyrie. I sacrificed millions for the truth. Look at Kanye. Adidas lost 400 and some change, you know, in a week, taking his name off their shit. We're still trying to slang it at a cheaper price, just trying to get it out the store so we don't have to deal with this anymore. Nah, you're not finna play this game no more with the dollar. You know, you done pulled enough over to y'all side to play us off of each other. You know what I'm saying? And make them niggas the richest, and they not sharing that. They not letting us aspire to that.
Exactly. You're right.
You know, you shouldn't have to argue. Puffy shouldn't have to argue with Jay-Z about how many millionaires in their faculty, bro. That shouldn't be an argument amongst brothers about who got how many millionaires on their faculty. 50 shouldn't be mad at nobody because they got more millionaires on their faculty. I got more millionaires on my staff than you do. No, bro, let that shit keep trickling down. Open up a school on how to lace these cats on business.
There's enough money out here for everybody.
A hood business school. Fuck it. Label it what you want to. A hood business school. But show them how to get it and keep it. Everybody know how to make money, bro. We've been hustling since we sold bottles. Shit. The fuck?
That's real. That's real.
What the fuck? I'm just saying. Since you told us that a bottle was worth a nickel, man, we get enough of these. We can get 9 Laters, Honey Buns, and Doritos, and a few Springfield sodas, and all the little homies cool going to the pool. You feel me? So we have a formula how to get dough. We just don't have the brothers who got all the dough sharing the formula with us.
The economic structure on how to empower ourselves to be sustainable for the future.
Come on,
taking
man.
it into way out there. You know what I'm saying?
I quoted the dollar circulation in the Hispanic community 27 times before it leave this Hispanic community. The dollar circulated in the Hispanic community, bro, in East LA and fucking El Monte and fucking all of these local places at Wilmington. You know, it circulates about 26 to 27 times before it leaves the community, bro. That's economic power. They buying from each other. It gets to the Jewish community, it's about 36 times. So Fairfax district over there, the dollar circulating about 36 times. Now let's take it a little further to Glendale and Burbank. The Armenians ain't buying shit from nobody. They got it. They got it. You feel me? So theirs is circulating about 39 to 41 times between them and the Russians. In the black community, it's about 12 times before it leaves. And all of that is concentrated damn near in the Leimert Park area. These are facts, homie.
Wow.
And if I'm bullshitting and these stats don't line up, call me on them. Because before I quote them motherfuckers, I'm going to go look them up. Now, I will cite the source for you because that's the kind of motherfucker I am, but I ain't ever cited the source in my life. That's what I did 28.
Well, hold it to yourself. If people out there listening want to really know, he says it's out there to be found. You know what I'm saying? He telling you, you got to take his word for it or go do the research. It's what it is.
I wouldn't lie to you. It's too easy to tell you the other side of it. It's too easy to tell you the other side of it. We tear ass to go buy a Benz, bro, and Louis shoes and a $500 belt. You know what I'm saying? And $1,000 pair of jeans and $1,000 tennis shoes. Jump out of Benz and be like this, got a camera and some other shit. We don't even rap. Ain't even got a motherfucking deal. I just, fuck it. I'm on. You know, I'm going to pour 4 inside of 20 ounces of this. And if you say something too slick, I'm going to kill you. Because now I'm medicated and I'm numb to the trauma that happened to me as a kid. And so you looking like my daddy that left me, nigga, you better not say nothing to me. I will kill you. And so we are plagued with that. And then you perpetuate that shit by dangling the carrot in a few more artists who look like his gear in his face. So he aspired to that. So old or young, you better not have nothing good. You better not have nothing good on. You know, I don't mean to take over Frank time like this, though.
If Frank coming back, if he come back, I mean, it's all good.
He just texted, said his phone had died. I guess he come back on.
If he plug it up, he can come back. We here, man. This y'all night. This y'all flow. This is greatness on display. We want to share with the world how real it is over here on the Shiznit Talent TV when you talk about tapping into real talent. Y'all real talent, man. That brother got a talent that's out of this world to be able to produce and engineer all them different songs and different, you know, work with them different people and you know what I'm saying? All them different, man. Come on. That's huge.
Yeah, different sounds.
That's huge.
All them different sounds.
You got the ear for it too, man.
Yeah, he got ear
Yeah.
for it, man. Yeah, he got
Be able to hear all them sounds and different people. Definitely got it. Got that ear for it.
That was a hell of a game.
He's definitely somebody. Like I say, don't let that little look fool you now. We talking about 30 years ago. We talking about 30 years ago. Don't let that little look fool you now in them glasses. Frank was in that motherfucking studio with killers and wasn't worried about nothing.
Straight out.
Yeah, I mean, you name some of the names that was in them studios, bro, and some of the shit we rolled up in and rolled up with and just hung out. Knock out an album with a chopper in the corner. You know?
Straight up.
We didn't care, and we wasn't no shit starters, but everybody, we wasn't gonna be no easy targets. You know? Remember back in the city, back in the 90s, they used to kidnap.
Uh-huh.
They used to kidnap back in the 90s. Frank, you frozen?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Frank looked like he frozen. Frank, where you at out here?
Hold on, let me see.
Frank live in the mountains, some motherfucker way in Las Vegas.
Am I there?
Yeah, 2 times. You scared him. Yeah.
Oh. Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, we here.
Dude, I'm so sorry, man. My phone died and it's taking this long to get it back up and somewhat running. I got 3% already. It was dying at 1. So anyway.
Oh no, you good. Oh, you good. I'm glad you was able to make it back, man. We still had a few questions for you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was just saying he wasn't trying to take up your time, but I'm glad he was able to speak his truth, because you know that's what it is over here, you know. Get your voice on, let your voice be heard if it's something that, you know, the new talent coming in the game can hear and learn from and use, paying it forward towards the future. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. I was going to tell you one, just as I got cut off there, man, the phone died. I remember a guy, and I don't know if you remember Norman Whitfield. Did you work with him when he came through there, J-DEE?
No, but I know him. I'm a fan of his.
So Norman wrote Through the Grapevine. I mean, a million other big, you know, Motown songs, and produced those things, and was teaching his son how to produce, and actually with Monica, if you remember that little R&B girl, Monica, right? So she was like 15 years old at that point, and I remember learning this from Norman. His son goes, "Hey, what do you think about that, Dad?" And he goes, "Well, does that sound like something you'd hear on the radio?" I'm like, "Oh shit." Okay. You know, because as an engineer, you're thinking of all the technical things. Is every channel EQ'd right? You know, compressed right? Blah blah blah. You're not thinking like a listener, right? So we weren't to that point yet. And when his son asked him that, he goes, "Does it sound like something you hear on the radio?" And he goes, "Oh wow." He goes, "You mind if I have Frank for a second?" And he told me to do this. You know, he just stuck it down, hit the compressor a little harder, put a little more verb on it. It was like 5 seconds worth of shit. Right. And he goes, "What do you think of that?" And it literally was like the last 5% that it was needed, but he knew, you know. And I swear there's never been a live mix or another record mix that I've worked on that I haven't asked myself those words. Does it sound like something you heard on the radio? You know, and you don't know when you work with great people what you're going to learn from them until shit like that sticks in your head 35 years later, you know? Are you there?
Yeah, we still here. Have you ever engineered any major concerts?
No, not like Coliseum type of stuff. No.
Okay.
No.
Where do you think the future of the music industry is going?
Oh. I think J-DEE might have a better version on that one.
I tell you where it's going. It's getting up and going to work in the morning. That's what it is. That's the future of the music industry. It's getting up and going to work in the morning. You know, we heard out here, bro. Hip hop music as a whole. You know, Steven Tyler said it best. Steven Tyler said, "I'm tired of my fucking music being sold for less than a fucking penny." You know, I heard Steven Tyler say some stuff that made me so mad. It made me so mad. I said, if this rich ass, powerful voice right here in rock and roll and in the music industry itself, it's that pissed off about music and how it's being sold and how you can just go acquire our shit no matter what, you know, and you get the money and we don't get nothing. I said, if the voice that powerful, bro, it's griping, I said, I don't stand a chance. So you get a whole genre like us, and you take about, and this is stats from my big brother, J-DEE. Shout out to J-DEE. J-DEE say, you take about 85 of us, J-DEE, in the hip hop industry. We don't even claim the royalties that's sitting up in the bank waiting for us. He said they got a hip hop bank, bro. Just this bank, bro, of cash that goes out to fucking artists, bro, that we do not claim. We do not claim it. It's 4.something billion, $1.4 billion in there or something like that. It's $1.4 billion of unclaimed royalty. Unclaimed royalty.
You mean from like what, from the streams or just from the record sales and just from
record sales all the way to streams? From record sales all the way to streams. And they can't take it out this black box. That's what he called it. It can't take it out this black box for a certain amount of time. But after a certain amount of time, you're going to lose it. And the industry split it up with each other. Hey, fool, he was with y'all? Yeah. Yeah. He was with y'all? Yeah. Okay, well, look, we got the catalog. We sold this to BMG. We sold this to Whoop-De-Whoop. What y'all want to do with them? Okay, well, look, all the priority got sold. Shit.
Wow.
Cube had to go back and jack for his masters. Just like Snoop doing with Death Row, did with Death Row. It's like certain dudes went back and bought that shit. Like, what you want for this shit? You don't get to own this shit that I did, broke my back on. You know, but if you don't claim this money, bro, this money reverts back to the music industry and the labels, bro, and they divvy that shit up, and it's like vacation pay. You feel me? Millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, bro.
Wow.
People putting their kids to college
off my back. That's what I'm trying to tell you. During the intermission, the dollar gotta be respected. It gotta be respected. It gotta be.
I'm going to jump in. I'm not going to give any names if you don't mind, but I knew the head of the money department for a major label, and she wanted to do business with somebody that I knew, doing exactly what you're talking about, because there was so much money just sitting there. Either they couldn't find the address, or they were, whatever reasons they might have been creative, was sitting there. She wanted to create a business because she knew it was there and was going to work for the artist to get it back to them and take a slight piece. She would have been a millionaire just taking a slight piece of it, you know, because every artist would have jumped on that bag, you know. So J-DEE is absolutely right there, from everything that I've heard. That's not the only thing.
Joe owed a lot of money. I mean, me and Blue.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
so
that's real.
Yeah. So you know that there is the business part. You know, like I think we were kind of concentrating mainly on the creative earlier. I would say if you get that part right, you'll be able to afford lawyers that will get some of your money. I remember hearing Paul McCartney said he got screwed out of more money than anybody, you know, but he's still doing okay. So I guess I don't know if it's acceptable knowing we're getting screwed, but you know, I guess you just got to make more, man. So that the piece that they let you have is more than you thought you'd ever have. You know, I don't know the answer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a slippery slope. It's like this. It's like this. It's like this. When you are never encouraged, you know what I'm saying, out the gate, to understand that side of the coin, and you're always like pat on the back and, you know, shower with, you know, accolades for the other side of the coin, which is the creative side and the dope shit that you churn out over and over and over the years. Like, damn, this dude shit is just hard as fuck. Okay, but he ain't got shit, you know, because he never understood the other side of the coin. The other side of the coin is business. You know what I mean? And if you've never had that, bro, like I ain't gonna say this dude's name because I don't want him to get in trouble, but he works at ASCAP. And he told me, he said, look, bro, I caught a human being because I was struggling online, you know? And I'm like, fuck, you know, pick up the motherfucking phone. Nigga, pick up the phone. And he picked up the phone. I was like, thank you, God. And he told me, once you do this as a publisher, I have you right here with your IPI number as a writer. I don't see you as a publisher. Log on, do this, do this, do this. It only costs this. I did it. They let me get an IPI number as a fucking publisher and a writer. Now I was able to start listing all these songs. He said, when you do get them back to me, I'll prorate it. And what's owed to you, if you can get it, you got it coming. You'll get it in 90 days. And everything that's coming after that will start coming that way. I was like, oh my goodness.
God is good, man. God is good.
I told him, I said, bro, I don't know where you at in LA, and I know it ain't appropriate to be asking people where they live and stuff. I said, but bro, I got a bottle of Don Julio 1942 with your name on it, man. You know, I got a bottle of now big tall bottle like a baseball bat. He started cracking up, you know. Yep. But it was real. And that's why I be telling Frank, my frustration comes sometimes through the administrative side of this stuff. And so it's that what needs to be taught. That's when I say, if you want to do a business school, do a hood business school. Teach these dudes how to get it, then keep it. Mm-hmm. You know, the talent is being able to see it, observe it, then write about it, then report it. That's never been a problem from us. We see it, we write about it, we report it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's been the easy part of that. That story kind of easy to tell, but along this tale of echo in the air, we need to have resources dropped in here and there.
So we can monetize it.
Monetize it, not just that, but also moving forward, people who learn from this documentary, now they get to go ahead and strengthen what it is that they have, because they know through the Franks and the J-DEEs and the Blue Rags and the C Notes and the Stilo Beats that this is how you do your music. This is how you do your lyrics. This is how you do your engineering. This is how you do your podcast. They understand the whole machinations of the machine, not just the talent side of it. So we tell this whole story, bro, but we sprinkle it with resources.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's solutions right there. That's what we talk about.
Come on,
putting the solutions on the table.
How did you guys come up with the idea to do the documentary?
I think Frank drunk them old fashions.
I drank a couple old fashions. Yes, yeah. No, man, I'm one of those guys that lives in the past and the future, you know. And I try to celebrate the present, but you know, when you have such good times. And, you know, anybody, I don't know if you had like a special year in your life, or I had 6 of the best years of my life. And it was mainly because of those times at Echo Sound. How do you just let that go, man? I mean, honestly, I want to make a movie just so I can hug everybody again. You know,
that's real.
I got my payment if I get to hug everybody and tell them I thank you and I love them, man. You know, that's, you know, I lived the dream because of those guys, man, and those girls, and yeah, you know, it's not hard to come up with ideas that are pure love, you know.
That's real. When it's genuine, when it's coming from the heart.
Yeah, it's a blessing to hear your story, because a lot of times we come across these stories that people that they just got dragged through the industry and they don't come out on top. And then you see them in the news, you know, they're down and out, and they just don't have a focus on the future. So I appreciate you coming on here and letting the young people know. And you might touch somebody that's been through bad times in the industry, and they can know they can lift themselves up and move forward.
Can I say something to that?
Yes.
I got to see the other side of the coin. I always came from the creative, and you know, the creative side, and I married somebody that was on the business side of things. And literally everybody that she signed or tried to sign sabotaged their career. So they artists that I saw, excuse the language, were fucking their career before the labels got a chance to fuck them. So if I can pass that on, that's as real as it gets. We can't fucking kill ourselves before we even get there. I'll give you one even further. This is a perfect example. Happened with me when I moved back to LA back in like 2009. I found this band, loved the guy's voice. So let's go cut some stuff. We went down to Westlake. As a matter of fact, the picture that you posted is from those sessions. We're in the studio that Michael cut Bad in, you know, with the chimp up above and the special room and all that shit. We're down there, we cutting it. And the main reason we went into a good studio was to get great drum sounds. So it's the first day I ever worked with this kid, right? We did it. We cut 5 songs. We had one finished and it was getting a video made on it just through friends, you know, a guy that worked on some TV stuff. He produced a video and he was at a studio and somebody walked across and said, hey, I know that. What song is that? I know that. It's a hit. And they go, no, that's not even released yet. It's my friend's band. Ends up, it was the vice president of Columbia Records, lady, right? She said, I want to sign him. They start working on the deal. The drummer hangs himself.
Wow.
Fucking hangs himself. We're getting a deal with Sony Columbia.
Wow.
What are we doing, man? Find out that was his, like, the favorite day in his life was cutting drums with me. His dad, his mom, and his sister said at the funeral. How do you go from that to when it gets real and you're actually going to take that next step? Sabotage it.
Wow.
Now, I didn't want to get that deep, but it's an important thing.
That's very important.
We cannot sabotage it ourselves, man. We can't
Not
be
before
so
we
smart.
get it. Not
You
before
know,
we get it. No.
No, man, let them screw us, man. I would sign, at this point, honestly, I'd sign any contract they gave me. Get so big, let them think they're fucking me hard, then go sue them for it and get it back. Because, I mean, wasting money on a lawyer, to me, is the dumbest thing we'll ever do. Because they ain't going to listen to that contract anyway. You got to get powerful. You got to get powerful and then get it back, you know?
Like they did Dave Chappelle. They said he made $500 million for these people, and then they tell him, oh, he was supposed to get half, and they said, well, we didn't think you were going to make this much, so we'll give you 10%.
Yep. There was a group in country. Yeah, there was a group in country. A group in country that was just huge. Came out, the first few records, just huge. They're not getting any money. Well, they go to at this particular label, they had like 3 heads, 3 vice presidents. One of them was legal. So the guy that wrote their contract, they go to and said, hey, we want to make you our manager. Would you be our manager and quit this record label? He quit the label because he knew where all the bodies were buried. He made more being their manager, just taking a percentage of it, than he would have made as the president of or vice president of the label.
Wow.
And that's how it go. It's and now, so like, to put the juxtapose that, put that next to the shit you're seeing on all these podcasts, all the shit that you're seeing on all YouTube, everything that you stroll through all your social media, how wicked and how gangster shit can be. You know what I mean? The thing is education. If you educate a motherfucker out the gate, he gets to come to the table and negotiate the best deal for himself. But he has to know this information going into the motherfucking deal. Unless you setting out to motherfucking work him out the gate anyway. And so this is why I was trying to tell Blue Rag earlier, you know, I love motherfuckers like Ice Cube. I love motherfuckers like Jay-Z and Puffy and Rick Ross and all these motherfuckers with $1 billion and Dr. Dre and all these motherfuckers and 50. You know, I love these motherfuckers to have that kind of money. But don't you know that with that kind of money, we can still create the same digital platforms that these other rich motherfuckers created? And we may not get the jump start out the gate like these motherfuckers did, but Apple did. Nobody believed in the Apple Music when that shit first came out and you had to download your music. Nobody trusted that shit completely. Now they live by it. Now it's one of the first goddamn platforms that your music make it to when you release music. So, you know, goddamn, can we create one? Can we create the Shiznit platform?
There you go.
You know, we could
Most
create that.
definitely.
You know,
And, you know,
that's,
and I already know the answer to that is yes, because you know, this whole genre literally changed the whole music business. It made people get paid different. You know, if I went to Nashville and did what I did, they would have just told me I was a programmer, and I ended up 50% writer. You know,
right,
because of
right.
what was happening, and I was able to use it as an example in hip hop. You know, you literally changed the business and how people get paid. You know, you could do whatever you want to do. You just got to put it all together. You know,
Ain't
get a
that
Yeah.
few of those
something?
guys just to want to do it. You know.
And that's the first song that I released with the Chill. Put it all together. You know, once I stitch all the dots, once all my administrative dots are stitched up, bro, I'm teaching it. You know what I'm saying? Once, because I'm learning a lot right now. I'm learning a lot as I go. I'm starting to fucking, you know, get things lined up in a better way, and I'm able to kind of like pull more people to the center with me. You know what I mean? I'm not one way to the left, one way to the right, and it's cool right now. I got people like, yeah, I'll sit down with Frank. I'll sit down and talk to Frank. Chap Cheese ready to go. Chap Cheese has a large contribution to make. You talked about Terry B. I wanted to go grab this book while you were gone called Original Gangsters that my man Ben Westhoff wrote. And he talks about Terry B, you know what I'm saying, getting signed. You know how Easy signed her back in the day. You know, she was a crazy little white girl, Jewish girl, you know what I'm saying, from out the valley. You know, and a lot of people don't know all this shit about all this. You know, that came through Echo Sound. You know.
Yeah, I worked on an album with her. I remember Everlast coming in. I was her boyfriend at the time. You know, there was just so many people that came through those rooms, man. And not to mention even just like people like Shirley MacLaine, Alan Alda worked in there. I worked with Alan Alda from MASH and all the different movies he's been in, man. We did something for Neil Simon play, you know, we just Charo, man. Charo is one of the absolute, speaking of highlights, man, I'll tell you what, it's hard to find a harder worker than her. You know, she used to do Mondays and Tuesdays, 2 20-hour days. I'd sleep 4 hours on the couch. She'd drive to Beverly Hills, sleep for 2 hours, and come back with breakfast.
Wow.
And then fly back and work in Hawaii for 5 days.
Wow.
You know,
That's
how do
hard
people
work and
get there?
dedication.
Yeah. How do people get there? That's how they get there.
That's how they get there, bro. That's how they get there.
Wow.
You know, don't get that hoochie coochie shit twisted, huh? She working her motherfucking ass off.
Yeah, she used to call me Paco.
Yeah, Paco, let's go
So
eat,
Frank.
Paco.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off, J-DEE. So Frank, I see all those plaques in the back. How many in total do you actually have, and are you planning on getting more?
I just talked about it. I actually know of another 10 that I have that I can get. I don't know how many I have. I've been blessed, man. That's all I can say. I've been extremely blessed, you know, but I've been at it for 35 years now. In January, it'll be 35 years. So it's just
man.
Pure blessing. That's all I can say, you know. I've been very fortunate, very fortunate. And I think, I mean, honestly, the only thing I had to offer was my personality and my desire to actually, you know, and hunger to actually learn it and get it and get what they wanted. It wasn't about what I wanted. It was about what do you guys need, you know? And I think if you walk into any situation like that with a true hunger, you know, and, you know, hopefully you're not a stick in the mud. I hopefully wasn't a stick in the mud on this. But
no. I can honestly say, just hearing what I've heard tonight, I can tell you was the man back in the days, man. You helped a lot of major artists get to a great level in life just by your, you know, sure heart and dedication to even want to have a passion to do it and learn it like that. You know what I'm saying? That was a blessing.
I agree with you, man. And I appreciate that. And I'm sure there was probably times where they looked at me going like, hey, dude, that's not it. But they didn't hate me enough to go, hey, can we get somebody else? You know, and gave me that little bit of leeway until I learned it here or there, you know, especially at the beginning, you know, because man, it was just, you know, my first session literally was my first paid session was with Charo. You know, my last session was with Ice Cube. And I mean, if that doesn't kind of describe my career, you know, that's two different ends of the spectrum, man.
Yeah,
you know,
that's both ends of the spectrum right there,
yes,
bro.
it is.
You know?
Full circle.
Career started with Charo and it ended with Ice Cube. Now, goddamn.
And honestly, those were both in Echo Sound.
Man,
you know?
you went from hoochie coochie to yay.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I appreciate you guys, you know, your interest in this, and anytime, man, if I can help any way, especially with the youth, I'm open door.
Okay, definitely, man. We're looking to do a big talent competition. Is it Boo Boo or is it the Shiznit talent competition? We're looking for a lot of great talent, and we'd like to have you come on, and you and J-DEE as well, and other ones, you know what I'm saying, to judge the talent that's going to be coming on, because you guys got the ear, you got the experience, you got the knowledge, you know exactly what is needed from these artists to propel them to the next level going into the future. So yeah, man, it was a plum pleasing pleasure, man, having you on.
I appreciate it. Salute, as J-DEE.
Hey, man.
Much respect.
Salute to you. Peace, love, and respect, man. You know, you're more than welcome to come back anytime. You know,
that,
share any information you got as far as the documentary and how you coming along with it, and how far along you get, and when it's ready to be released. We'd love to definitely showcase it over here and share with the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure we're gonna take you up on that. What do you say, J-DEE?
Oh yeah, I got something I'm working on with Frank. Y'all don't even know yet. It's the
Well,
Frank.
you just want to stop by, come through.
Yeah, I'm working on something with Frank.
There it is. Yeah, it was a pleasure having you on here, man. I like to call you Frankie, baby, because
and y'all, hey, thank you. The pleasure was mine, bro. And Frank, thank you for just sharing this information. I learned a lot more tonight. It's always a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And Blue Rag, Messino, and Stilo, man, I love y'all, man. I swear.
I love you too, J-DEE, man. It's real, man.
For all of you, absolutely.
I really thank both of you gentlemen for coming to the Shiznit Talent TV, and I pray to the Heavenly Father to keep blessing both of you gentlemen in every step and everything that you do for the remainder of your existence. I love you too. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Yep.
Absolutely. And, much success on y'all endeavor to get that residency. Y'all gonna land that. It's done. God already said it. It's done.
We calling it as it already happened. We call it as though it already happened, baby boy.
It's finalized. That's it.
All right,
love you, sir. Peace.
All right, bro. I love
Great
y'all.
night to everybody. Happy
Thank you, Stilo. Hey, Stilo,
welcome,
God bless you, bro. Thank you, homie.
Thank you, J-DEE.
Thank you, J-DEE. Thank you, Bayleaf. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
One love, man. Peace. Love you. Wow, man. What another classic. Did you hear what I just said, ladies and gentlemen? Another classic. That was a great show, ladies and gentlemen. Greatness on display with Mr. Frank, man, and J-DEE, Frank MACEK, man. Wow, that was powerful, man. I love that, man. Wow.
A lot of good knowledge for the music side and the business side, and even just good news in general, man. It was amazing. Wow.
Man, absolutely beautiful. Wow. I love it, y'all. I'm so elated. You know, when I get excited like this,
I hope they both stop by anytime for any reason.
Oh yeah, they're more than welcome. You know, that's their second home, man. They can come back anytime they want to come back. J-DEE with that political pressure.
They had a lot of
share
knowledge.
that. Oh yeah, great knowledge. Well, that's when you stand on truth and don't hide behind lies. And that's what we do over here on Shiznit Talent TV. So I try to tell y'all, God is working in mysterious and mighty ways.
Yes,
Just let him continue to dry this this vessel here. You know what I'm saying? We the hardest working trio in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna keep being consistent, keep being, on a level of greatness and elevation of procrastination all the time. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna keep doing this. Uh, we got more great interviews coming up. We got more great talent coming up. A talent surge is finna hit us, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know the day. I don't know the hour. Guess what? Abundance of talent is gonna slide through here, gonna pull up to the Shiznit Talent TV and share what they got. If you got it, bring it. We want to see it, we want to hear it, and we want to feel it. You understand me? This was an excellent show tonight. Hey, how y'all feeling out there? How you feeling, Mr. Stilo Beach?
Man, feel good, man. I was just hearing, man. I wish I would have asked a little bit more questions, but it was an amazing show for me, and that's on the real. And then we appreciate everybody that came by, dropping comments like Bay Leaf. What's up, my brother? See Wax Tone
Hell
and
Nay.
Bill.
Yeah, Miss C No.
All of
Yeah,
y'all, and we appreciate y'all coming by to the She Is the Talent TV. But yeah, an amazing show, man. Amazing show.
absolutely.
Wow.
The Don, I see a couple of people in here. Yeah, that was beautiful, man. I thank everybody. It was a pleasure having everybody to stop by, drop by to say hello and hi to the Live is Live on YouTube. We're gonna be doing more of this. This is just the beginning. We got a lot of things coming up. Y'all just stay tuned, lock in with us. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, all so you can get notified when we go live and we having great shows like this. And it ain't doing nothing but getting better and better. We elevating over here, y'all. I'm telling you. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like, leave a comment, let us know what you think about the show tonight. And it's going down in a real way. We're gonna keep doing this. It ain't gonna stop. We in it for the long haul, longevity for the Shiznit Talent TV, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all get ready, keep it locked, don't go nowhere. Absolutely. I love you too, El Nay. Dope and legendary. Yeah, we got nothing but legends coming through. See? And
That's
boy, did
right.
he give a cold legends list. You know what I'm saying? Cold legends list. So yeah, this was a great show, ladies and gentlemen. You want to come up, El Nay? You got a hot freestyle for us? End the night off? Or let us know something. Bay Leaves, you want to pop in for a hot second? Y'all want to do an after hour series for a hot 30 minutes? Y'all let us know. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, we're going to get ready to slide up out of here. You understand me? Because we don't want to overextend that beauty of that greatness that just took place. You understand me? We want to make sure everybody get opportunity to come back and watch the show all the way through. The longer we extend it, the longer they gotta watch, and I don't mind it because they'll watch. It's a great show, very interesting, very intriguing, very knowledgeable. You can learn something from this show tonight. All you got to do is share this with somebody you love that's in the entertainment business. They're gonna learn something tonight because some profound words were spoken. You understand me? In a major way. And definitely want to be looking forward to checking out that documentary. That's gonna be good to hear all the, stories and see all the artists that for that 6 years he was able to record. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
They were
yeah.
the best 6 years of his life. You feel me? So definitely want to see that. Yeah, that's gonna be good. So y'all
Man.
keep an ear and an eye open for that. You know what I'm saying? And
We're gonna cut it down, or
huh?
we coming to an end, or are we gonna keep going?
Yeah, we probably need another 5, 10 minutes. See what's happening. I'm just trying to wait it out, see if somebody gonna jump up in there. Miss Cino took off real quick. She might want to come back so we can end it. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out here in a second.
Hell
But
nay.
I know one thing: God is good. God has surely been good. You know what I'm saying, to all of us and everybody that's been coming on and supporting the channel. Hey, that's a beautiful thing. We appreciate it. It don't go unlooked. We see it, we visualize it, we understand it. We
Miss
appreciate everybody. Uh-huh.
Looks like Miss
You
L.
should
Nate
get
catch us tomorrow.
Huh?
Miss L. Nate says she'll catch us tomorrow.
Oh yeah, beautiful. We got what's tomorrow? Talk to me, Stilo.
Tomorrow is Thursday. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Thursday. Pushing the line of respect Thursdays.
Thursday.
Absolutely. We still searching for talent. Look, y'all, don't stop. You understand me? We still searching for talent. We're looking for some of the best talent in the world. And like I say, first of the year, we're gonna do the big competition. Is it Boo Boo or is it the Shiz Knit? Y'all get ready. Get ready to be announced. And we're gonna have some great judges to judge the talent. People who's been in the game, got experience. Well, he said 35 years, man, of listening to great music, legends, and putting it all together, making sure it, do what it do. You know what I mean? Wow. It's a blessing, man.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's
For sure, Bayleaf. I love you for that, man. Definitely, man. Come holla out, man. With that being said, I guess we'll get ready to get up out of here. You don't have no more janky ghetto news for us? Do you have another slapper to hit him with in the head with, Stilo? Let's go out with a banger. You know what I mean? That was a good one.
We can do some news before I go in here. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Did you have anything, Miss C-Note? Excuse me.
Nope.
Okay, no problem. We just was checking, making sure. Yeah, hit us with one, and then we gonna go on and Oh, okay. Hit us with one, and then I'm gonna close. Jesus the Christ. I'm gonna close with that one. I gotta do it. It's a must. To make it feel good from the beginning to the end, all the way through. Absolutely.
Play Jesus the Christ. Play that.
Huh?
Play that.
Okay.
Play Jesus Christ. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
You sure? Because I want you to get another track in.
Okay.
But I'll play that right now. Don't worry about it. That'll work, and then we'll take it out from there. Beautiful.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you, sir.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
We are the light, we are the truth. We are the way, it's all in our heart when we are at peace. Love God.
Oh no, something ain't going right with this one. Nah,
Worst but gave my best. I know I'm blessed, and I won't change it less for better, never for less. I feel the pain and feel the pleasure.
Is that it?
But I don't judge. I understand each time I judge. I lack in love, so I'ma give life my all, even when.
No, that's not the song, man. Why is it playing that?
Then I will crawl, but I won't stop. Oh no, not ever. Won't drop the ball. I know I'm chosen, so.
Play a beat, man. That's what I was saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for tuning in to Shiz and Talent TV. We appreciate everybody that came by, commented, everybody in the house. Mr. Blue Casino and our guest today, right from the Shiz and Talent TV. So if you got talent, bring it. We want to hear it. We want to see it. Most definitely. Shiz and Talent TV. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we still here.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Hold up. We finna make this happen, man. I can't let the devil defeat this beautiful, blessed show. We rebuke you in the name of Jesus. We're gonna get this song up, make it happen. And it's going down, ladies. And that's just what it is. That's how it's gonna be. It is what it is. Shiznit Talent TV. Uh-huh.
Sir.
Going down.
Great.
I feel the pain and feel the pleasure, but I don't judge. I understand these.
Yeah. Miss Elna say it sounds clipped out. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. You can hear me, right? Yeah, but I can't hear you. Nothing. Can you hear me now? Yeah, okay. You can hear me, but I can't hear anything you saying. So just go ahead. Yeah.